Fantastic speakers, I think, saying stuff that I hope is seeping in a little bit, really. I'm just going to let this play. I'm not going to follow such a structured pattern as everybody else. Going to be a bit more loose and a bit more sort of like, if you feel like you want to ask me any questions, please go ahead and do so. I'm going to talk about the work of Respond Academy. Anybody know what Respond Academy is, or who Respond Academy are, what we do? Anybody not know? Okay, so first of all, let me tell you about my background just a little bit. I studied in theatre and stage at the Half Moon in Stepney, which is quite a prestigious theatre, and Italia Conti Stage School, which is also a very prestigious stage school, and Louverture Theatre in Brixton, London. Anybody know who Toussaint Louverture is? Was? Okay, just checking. It's not a test later or anything, sorry, don't panic, I'm just throwing things out, just throwing it out. So that's where I studied, and I feel like I had the most idyllic and the most golden of childhoods in London. So I had Asian friends, Chinese friends, black friends, white friends, Irish, Russian, Polish, Greek. Yeah, I hope I haven't missed anybody out. I probably have anyway. But I had lots of different friends. So it's so for me, when I left London and I went to work in Hungary for a while, was, I was like a natural working in Hungary. When I came back from Hungary and started working in places and doing shows in places like Plymouth, Brighton, Devon, I was a little bit astounded that what I was getting back, being in the same country. And I thought, oh, what's going on here? What's this about? Because it just was new to me. It was just different. And then I heard this word, racism. And I thought, oh, okay, fair enough, I understand what that is. People think differently of people or whatever. Moving on, as I got more and more deeply into the work that I did, into acting, I don't know if anybody's ever done any sort of drama or theatre or anything, performing. Laughing up, everybody, feel free to say yeah or nay, come on, yeah? As I got more and more into that work, I realised that work is about truth. At the basis of that work is about truth. It's about what is really happening with your character or the part you're playing or in the scene that you're in. What is the truth of this scene? We're always trying to get to the truth of what is happening. That's what we're trying to find. What is the truth? What is real? What is honest about what is happening? So, we come now to, I went to LA to do some work, music work, and I didn't really find that fulfilling. And my wife rang me and said, oh, are you leaving LA now? You had enough? Yeah, I'm coming back. Oh, we're not living in London anymore. We're living in Hastings. That's where we're moving to. The kids have decided they want to live by the sea. So we came to live in Hastings. And I've got to tell you, we came here in the summer of '96 and it was smashing. It was beautiful, really nice. And then everybody went back to school. And I've got to say, those couple of years were quite horrific for our children. And so we thought we have to do something about what's happening in schools. And we have to do something about the community of young people that we were actually finding, who for no other reason other than it's just a norm in their community, just had no idea about the outside world. No idea that when they said certain things to certain people, it actually went in and that person was another person. So we decided, because my wife JC and myself, she's a writer, and I had some little skills in theatre and little skills in music, we decided that we would use creative arts and media to engage with young people. Saying that, the young people were actually driving for it, you know? People would come round our house and say, oh, I heard that you do music. I heard that you do theatre. I heard that you do this. Can you help us put together a theatre group? Can you help us put together a rock group? Can you help us with our practice? Can you help us with this? So there was a lot of demand from young people to do stuff. Loads and loads of demand. And they weren't really bothered about, you know, who I was or where I came from or who JC was or where she came from. So we thought we've got to use this. We've got to use this to engage more. But we didn't really think of it consciously. It just happened. More. We're doing more stuff. And then we were like, we can't do this out of our house. We can't have all these kids. And our children were like, we can't have all these kids coming to the door all the time, asking to do stuff. Really brilliant stuff we're doing, amazing, really great, but we just can't have it. So we've got an office, and our first office was in Britannia Enterprise. Thank you, Alex. Our first office was in Britannia Enterprise Centre, and it was not my real. I didn't really want to get an office. I didn't even really want to keep doing the work. Tell you the truth, I didn't really want to. But we were just getting such brilliant results. You know, some of the films that young people were making, some of the plays that we were putting on were all powerful, very, very powerful. Even to the case where we did one play which was devised by the young people, written by the young people, devised out of impro, and Hastings Borough Council straight away, I can't remember who that was from Hastings Borough Council, saw it, straight away saw it, Safe Hastings Partnership. And they were like, we need to actually put that out nationally. We need people to see that nationally, what's being said in that piece. And the piece that they'd come up with was a piece about going to your friend's house for tea. That's all it was about. That was the beginning of it. But it was about what you experienced when those things happened. Okay, so that's that. Now, we've got more busy, more stuff we were doing. As you can see, the reason why I've just let this run is, part of the reason why I've just let it run is Kelly, our data analyst there, who we just found in the community, just someone who came to volunteer at the project. Kelly put this together from information that we've been collecting and data we've been collecting since we started doing this work in 1996, 1997, 98. So we've got stuff going back, as you can see. We've got data going way back. Oh, but this data, sorry, I'm going to myself, is only in the last year, as a matter of fact, all that data. Just to show you how much we're engaging with different people in the community and how deep the work goes. Yeah, oh, that's good, it came back to it. Yeah, it just shows you how many people we're in contact with, how many young people we're in contact with, and how many agencies we're in contact with just in a year. And I've got to go back to saying all of this is just being driven by young people. The young people that are in your community of young people. When we first started doing this work, we were accused of just focusing on all the white kids. That's what we were accused of. Yeah? That's what we were accused of. I'm sure you can see by these pictures that that's not the reality. But what we do say is we work with the community of young people that are in Hastings. That's who we work with. You know, we get accused of taking over when we take part in an event. Oh, you guys, you always come and take over, man. Responding so loud to the community. You know, we always take over. Man, that's because we've been doing what we've been doing for a long time, you know, and the young people, I've neglected to mention, sorry, the young people are the stage managers, the young people are the writers of the music, the young people are sometimes mostly the musicians, the young people are the artists who perform, and the young people are the artists, and the young people are the facilitators of the workshops. Isn't that called mentoring, isn't it? Is it mentoring? Peer mentors. Yeah, peer mentoring. Yeah. Just making know what the word is. Yeah. So the young people are the peer mentors. But what we try to do is we try to become, JC and I, as invisible in the work as is possible. Yeah. So these guys know their stuff. What we do have trouble with is people accepting that these people do know their stuff. And that's the only time we step in. When we see a young person probably struggling with, they're not listening to me. The lights have got to go here. The lights have got to go there. And you'll have someone going, that kid is telling me where the lights go. That's the only time we really step in if someone's struggling.
Which doesn't happen often.
Exactly, like Lauren said. It doesn't happen often anymore.
Mm.
Okay, thank you. Oh, already? So what we found is it's not a case of people talk about people being hidden in the community, or it's hard, we don't know where these people are, and we're not sure how to engage with people, and I kind of feel like at Respond, people are there really. You just have to get up off your butt and engage with them. Really, it's all about engaging, honest engagement. What is the truth of what you want to do? Yeah, the truth of what we want. We know our kids are talented. We know they operate on a national level because they've won national awards and continue to win national awards. So we know exactly what our kids are capable of. What we need is for people who usually tick boxes to stop ticking boxes and get out there and actually work with people. Is that right?
Excellent.
Okay,
thank you. Okay, our final speaker in this first session.